80% of women feel more aroused by these psychological triggers. Human attraction has always been a fascinating mystery studied by scientists, psychologists, and observed by people in everyday life. One of the most surprising insights from psychology is that nearly 80% of women report stronger arousal when men display certain, subtle, yet powerful behaviors. Interestingly, these triggers often have little to do with looks, money, or raw physical strength. Instead, they are tied to deep psychological signals shaped over thousands of years of human evolution. The deeper layers of attraction. When we talk about attraction, most people imagine it's about beauty or wealth. But the truth is far more subtle and far more powerful. Attraction hides in the details. In the way someone looks at you, in the way they listen, in the way their presence makes you feel safe without a single word being spoken. For women, studies show that almost 80% feel stronger arousal not from appearances, but from psychological triggers that operate quietly beneath the surface. Let's take a closer look at how these signals work in real life. Point 1. Confidence as a silent magnet. Picture this. Two men walk into a room. One has expensive clothes and the latest gadgets, but his posture slouches and his voice wavers. The other wears something simple, but he walks tall, makes clear eye contact, speaks with calm certainty. Almost instantly, most women notice. The second man more not because of wealth, but because confidence radiates stability. Subconsciously, it tells the brain, here is someone strong enough to face challenges, someone safe to be around too. Humor is emotional electricity. Imagine being on a first date where the conversation feels stiff and formal. Then suddenly a joke breaks the ice. Both laugh, the tension dissolves, and chemistry starts to flow. That's the power of humor. It doesn't just create laughter, it creates bonding. When women laugh with a man, their brains release feel-good chemicals that associate him with joy, safety, and intelligence. And often, that's when desire quietly awakens. 3. The invisible power of scent. Might not even realize it. But scent can decide attraction long before words are spoken. A man's natural chemistry combined with something as simple as good hygiene can leave a lasting imprint. What's more fascinating? Research shows that women's preferences for certain scents shift with their biological cycles. That means what smells irresistible one week may feel neutral the next, revealing just how deep our instincts run. 4. Listening is a gateway to intimacy. So many people think attraction is about what you say, but often it's about what you hear. A man listens deeply, nodding, asking thoughtful questions, remembering details. It sends a powerful message. You matter. Your voice is important. For many women, this level of emotional presence becomes a spark of intimacy. And intimacy, in turn, fuels arousal far more than shallow compliments ever could. 5. The art of subtle touch and body language. Finally, there's the power of touch, delicate, respectful, and unspoken. A slight brush of the hand, it's leaning in while speaking, standing with relaxed confidence. These gestures bypass words and communicate on a primal level, done with respect. They create a physical tension that many women interpret not as pressure, but as chemistry. And that's when the air between two people starts to feel electric. The big picture attraction isn't just about what's visible on the outside. It's about what's felt on the inside. For about 80% of women, the real triggers of desire come from the psychology of connection, confidence that signals safety, humor that builds emotional electricity, and stares hidden instincts, listening that creates intimacy, and body language that sparks chemistries that pull people closer. They are the reasons why someone might say, I don't know why, but I just feel drawn to him. Because the truth is, attraction isn't always logical. It's psychological. It's biological. And most importantly, it's deeply human. 1. Confidence. Communicates safety. Women tend to feel drawn to men who radiate confidence without crossing into arrogance. Clear speech, steady eye contact, and calm body language all communicate competence and stability. From a psychological standpoint, Confidence signals that a man is capable of handling challenges and providing security, which can spark subconscious attraction too. Humor builds emotional chemistry. Genuine sense of humor is another strong trigger. Many women report becoming more receptive and even aroused when a man makes them laugh. Humor reduces stress, creates a positive bond, and often signals intelligence. From an evolutionary lens, laughter hints that a man can provide both joy and emotional safety qualities that deepen desire. 3. Scent and hidden. Biological cues research shows that a man's natural scent has a surprising effect on women's attraction. Subtle chemical signals, pheromones, combined with good hygiene, can strongly influence desire. Interestingly, women's scent preferences often shift with their hormonal cycle, revealing just how deeply biology plays into these subconscious responses. 4. Attentive listening creates intimacy. Many women describe feeling more connected and even turned on when a man listens with genuine attention. Active listening, such as nodding, asking thoughtful questions, and remembering details, demonstrates emotional intelligence. 8. This makes women feel valued and understood, which naturally builds intimacy and desire. 5. Subtle touch and body language spark attraction. Gentle, respectful, physical cues, like lightly brushing a hand, leaning in while speaking, or maintaining a relaxed yet confident posture, can quietly ignite attraction. Nonverbal signals often speak louder than words, and when done with respect, they enhance emotional and physical chemistry. The takeaway: the psychology of desire is about much more than physical appearance. For nearly 80% of women, behaviors tied to confidence, humor, scent, listening, and body language matter more than anything superficial. These triggers bypass surface-level attraction and tap into the deeper psychological and biological layers of human connection. Attraction is rarely just about what we see on the surface. It's not only about perfect looks, flashy status, or financial success. For most women, true desire is awakened by psychological signals that trigger a deeper, almost subconscious response. Think of it this way: a confident smile can feel more powerful than expensive clothes. A well-timed joke can spark more chemistry than hours of small talk. A subtle touch or attentive ear can create more intimacy than 1,000 empty compliments. These are the silent languages of attraction, the hidden cues that most people overlook. But science continues to uncover, and that's what makes the psychology of attraction so fascinating. It's not a game of tricks, it's about understanding human nature. The reason confidence, humor, scent, listening, and respectful touch matter so much is because they connect to something timeless: the need for safety, joy, trust, and closeness.